Alright, what's going on over here? Paintings? That is Elizabeth. That is Booker. That's the Lutece twins. That is... what's the name again? Daisy Fitzroy. And that is Columbia. Yes. It's all coming back, isn't it? You're not really in Paris.
Sally, wait!
Oh hey, you found your balloon. Oh no, there's your balloon.
Wait!
Wow, this got really dark really quick. What is the scene though? I don't remember the scene. That's Booker, right? What is he looking at? I can't tell what that scene is. That balloon is surprisingly not being blown away by this wind.
Sally, stop!
You almost had it, Sally. You almost had it. Ah,
Sally, where are you going?
the bookstore is on fire. You don't burn yourself though if you walk into it. Oh, look, there it is, your balloon. You almost have it.
Sally, hold on!
You almost have it. And this happens. That's not how real architecture works. And this street wasn't quite like this before, was it? What is this? An operating table? That is a lobotomy where they stick a needle up into your frontal lobe and scramble your brains. I don't know if you guys know how lobotomies work. Basically, they scramble your brains. And in a few rare instances, it works quite well. But in most cases, it turns people into kind of idiots and brain dead people. So, because people don't really understand how the brain works. Like when you kind of stick a needle up there, sometimes it does remarkably useful things, but most of the time it just mushes your brain and turns you into a brain dead idiot. So it's not really it's not a reliable procedure. The problem is that on a few occasions it has worked really well.
Stop!
And has, you know, cured some psychological conditions for some people. But we don't do lobotomies anymore because they usually don't work. Oh look, there's that statue. You can't ever really get away from Columbia, can you? Oh look, there's the balloon. Can we pick it up? No. Booker DeWitt. Alright. Booker DeWitt investigations into matters both public and private.
Go away.
No.
It wasn't my fault. I didn't do anything! No, it wasn't my fault. Leave me alone. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I never should have left. I never should have left you there.
This seems like a bit of a stretch. Am I doing anything? No. Okay, cutscenes.
Empty? Empty again. What are the odds?
The odds, you say?
What's the hold-up?
Just having a bit of a laugh, Atlas.
This ain't a sporting event. Put a bullet in her. No need to torture the poor girl. We're not animals, you know.
All right.
Let her go!
Quiet down, dear. In a minute, all your problems will be over.
Elizabeth, tell him you can get him back.
Booker? Booker? understand. How?
Say, I can get you back to Rapture.
What?
Just say it.
I can get you back to Rapture.
Put the gun down. Now, what was that you said about Rapture?
I can get you back to Rapture.
And how you plan on doing that, sister? You some kind of magician?
Suchong.
What?
Tell him Suchong.
Suchong.
And how do you know that, slant-eyed wonder?
You're his lab assistant.
I'm his lab assistant.
If it escaped your notice, Andrew Ryan sunk us 5,000 fathoms below his shining city. How does Suchong propose to get us back?
That's between me
That's between me
and the slant.
and the slant. But if I do this, the girl goes with me.
Little sisters are worth their weight in gold. She's not up for negotiation.
Last time I checked, back in the city they were making little sisters by the dozen.
That's a right fairy tale you've dreamed up, sister. But if you're lying, we can just as well kill you tomorrow. Down here, we got nothing but time. In case I need to get hold of you. If you see Suchong, tell him Atlas says he hasn't forgotten him.
Lonnie, why'd you punch me in the face? Lonnie, what did I ever do to you, Lonnie? Douchebag.
Elizabeth, come on, it's time to get moving.
Booker? What?
Over here, on the radio.
You're not Booker.
Well, of course I ain't.
What have I gotten myself into? I didn't orphan that girl. I didn't kidnap her.
But she made for some exceptional bait, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. Pick up Doll's head? Really?
Had to be done.
Did it?
I felt everything that every version of me felt. All of that knowledge. I lost a pinky, but that version of me, she lost everything. And Comstock, that final Comstock, he thought he could avoid his guilt by coming here.
You educated him proper.
But then why am I back here? Huh? I don't remember opening a tear to come back. And who are you? Huh?
I think you'll figure that out soon enough.
Okay, well. He thinks we'll figure that out soon enough, so again, they're gonna drip feed the story to you. The story is not all that plausible anyway. But we're back here. Elizabeth seems to feel a little bit of guilt for Sally and what happened to Sally. But yeah, we're back here. We picked up pretty much right where we left off at the end of the last DLC, except that Booker is dead, but now we are Elizabeth, starting off in the same place we ended. Alright, well let me just play the game and let the story tell itself. For now at least. Broken glass, that's a mechanic that we have to pay attention to. There's a giant glowing shelf over there, so let's walk over there. Can't go inside there. Giant glowing shelf. So we can climb this, but not anything else. Why is it that we can climb this, but not anything else? Video game logic.
I was in Paris. I was happy. And now I'm here dealing with this Atlas, this psychopath. What was I thinking?
That wasn't Paris any more than I am Booker.
Now I have to find this Suchong, and I don't even know who that is.
Not yet, but you know he's the key, don't you?
To what?
You're asking me. Elizabeth, I ain't even here.
So that's not Booker. That's not Booker, and we're doing something, and the game's gonna slowly tell us what's going on. Huh. When I crouch, there's that little shade that appears at the edge of the screen. Toys. Well, unfortunately, even the toys are sad in Rapture, so There's nothing happy about this. Also, we're just walking. We're mostly just walking. There's not even anything to pick up. No loot, no interactables, nothing. We're just walking. We don't need to do this much walking. Game designer, like there's nothing going on. We're just walking. Why do we have to go around all that? What's going on there? Fontaine. So we're still down in Fontaines. Oh, there's Rapture's up there. Rapture's up there. We're down in a trench, I guess. What is 5,000 fathoms? What is that in meters? So we can't go that way. Toys. And we are coming here then. So that was a whole lot of walking through nothing. Move rubble?
What are you? Huh? And how did you know exactly what to tell Atlas?
Let me ask you a question. You feeling like yourself, Elizabeth?
I feel strange and smaller. I can't see the doors. What's behind the doors? I can't see the future. I can't even see any tears. Oh my god. Stay away from me. Booker. No, please don't. I died here. I was killed by that. Stay away from me! But then, how am I here? How can I be dead in this world and yet...
Yes.
My finger. What am I? Huh? I don't understand. I...
If we're going to end up in the same place, doing some harm and enjoying a ride.
Are you being cute?
I've come round to your way of thinking.
Have you?
Yes. I do believe one can change things, but after all the bother, one often wishes that one had not.
You're a fatalist.
A physicist.
A fatalist.
So was Newton, especially when it came to apples falling from trees. They always contrived to land with a splat. She left the child to rot.
Are you implying she's the apple?
I'm implying that she did not fall far from the tree.
And now she wants to go back.
I need to go back. To fix what I broke.
Back to where she has no right to be.
Back to where she doesn't belong.
Doesn't belong. Wait, what do you mean?
Do you want to tell her brother, or shall I?
Because I died.
There are rules.
Even for one such as you.
She'll forget.
All the doors.
And what's behind all the doors?
All closed to her now.
She'll be just like the rest of us.
Forgetting the past.
The present.
The future.
I'd wager she won't even remember this conversation. We've arrived.
Have we? Oh well, the story is being told to you a lot sooner than I expected. Where's the prompt? Leaf boat. Although...
You're trading omniscience and croissance for death and mildew.
I left Sally to rot. For what? So I could punish Comstock? He was trying to help her, to save her, and if I don't make that right...
We all have our crosses to bear.
But there is a thin line between a martyr and a fool.
Yeah, that's right. Elizabeth, you're not responsible for Sally. Sally was gonna rot anyway. She's a little sister in Rapture. What do you think is gonna happen to her? Anyway, so... more... implausible...
Row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Your boat
Row,
gently down
row,
the stream.
row your boat
Merrily,
gently down
merrily,
the stream.
merrily, merrily, life
Merrily,
is but
merrily,
a
merrily,
dream.
merrily, life is but a dream.
So, we died, apparently, but, you know, given how we can control tears, or we could control tears, that would only ever happen if we choose to die. So again...
The Lutesses warned me that if I came back here, I would collapse.
Collapse.
From a quantum superposition to just me.
A Quantum what?
I've changed, Booker. No tears, no cosmic knowledge. Just a normal girl. With a normal pinky. If I can't open tears, I'm never leaving here, am I? I'm never going back to Paris. You're just what? You're just the fragments of my memory telling me what my future holds?
You decided to come here, Elizabeth. You knew what that meant. Only option as I see it is to trust yourself. Find Suchong.
Yes, the only thing this would happen is if you chose it, because you can choose whichever probability you want. This is because you chose it, Elizabeth, or rather, game designer. The game designer chose it, it's not what I would have chosen. But I think we've already established that in Bioshock Infinite, you don't get any choices. Alright, well, we're back here to save Sally. This elevator doesn't make sense. The top half and the bottom half are not joined in any way. Look at this. That's not a... The top half and the bottom half of this elevator are not joined in any way.